8:49 on TSN 690. It's Weekend Game Plan. I'm Matthew Ross. Dave Trenadue is off. Matthew O'Hayan is here. We're here till the 9 o'clock, and then it'll be the Play Again radio show later on. Habs versus the Stars, live from the Bell Center. Baton Rouge Habs pregame show at 5. Del Mar postgame show after the game. Let us get now to the Amateur Sports Report.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Sports at thesuburban.com is the email address if you want to reach Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper. Mr. Lidbetter, why are we starting with Habs news here?
Well, because it's something good that they've been doing for a while. Because prior to the Coyotes-Canadiens game last Tuesday night, the Montreal Canadiens, in partnership with the Quebec Foundation for Athletic Excellence, presented bursaries to 28 student athletes from the hockey feminine programs and the Quebec Midget AAA League. Now, on the girls' side, John Abbott College Islander Megan Duchesne-Chalifou, along with Leah Kozowski and Emily Lucier, both of the Lac St. Louis Warrior Midget AAA squad, earned bursaries. And from the Midget AAA League, Adam Cardona and Charles Alexis Legault of the Lac St. Louis Lions, along with Montreal Laval's Michael Mastrodomenico and Chateauguay Grenadier Justin Cote, all picked up checks for their efforts as student athletes. And this has been an annual event for the Habs since 2008, and they've re-upped until 2023, where $60,000 will be awarded each time out. And starting next year, candidates from the Réseau de Sport étudiants du Québec, as well as the Ligue de Hockey Préparatoire Scolaire, will also be able to refer future scholarship recipients to the programs. So that opens up a new area for them. And there will also be a new leadership or perseverance bursary that will be permanently added to the existing categories of academic excellence and support for academic and athletic achievement. So good on the Habs for that.
Yeah, I do like that. I was just kidding. I knew it was amateur-related, even though it was Habs. Let us dive into the pool, Mark. Of course, not the Polar Bear Club with the weather outside, but indoors.
Yeah, we'll take the plunge on this one. The Pointe Claire Diving Club is hosting the first provincial junior and senior championship of the season by welcoming some 90 athletes from 11 clubs and 3 provinces. The competition got underway yesterday and runs through until tomorrow at the Pointe Claire Aquatic Complex on Douglas Shand. And the event is open to the public for free to check this out. The junior and senior athletes from several Quebec diving clubs, along with a host Pointe Claire team, will compete against a trio of 3 Ontario teams, as well as Manitoba's Revolution Diving Club. Now, the Master Division will also be in competition with divers from 19 to 45 years of age and up, taking part in the 1 meter and 3 meter springboard events. Now, up for grabs are medals to the athletes who make the podium appearances, as well as plaques to the top male and female divers in the junior and senior categories, and for the top point-winning club. Spectators can take in the springboard and tower events today and tomorrow, starting at 9:30 again each morning, and that's on Douglas Shand in Pointe Claire.
Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690, just ahead of Habs breakfast. Dave Pagnotta will join us live from Denver, Colorado on the latest with the trade deadline. We're chatting with Mark Lidbetter from the Suburban with the Amateur Sports Report. Mark, it's been a banner last couple of years for the development of tennis players in this country, both men and women. What do you got for us on that front?
Yeah, Tennis Canada deserves to make a lot of racket about what they do. So, in the fall of 2007, Tennis Canada opened the doors to its National Tennis Center. And since then, the structure has proved successful and will welcome a quartet of athletes who are following in the footsteps of players like Milos Raonic, Eugenie Bouchard, Felix Jose Alasim, and Bianca Andreescu. So for the 2020 season, among the 4 recruits are 2 local athletes, as Annabelle Zhu of Saint Laurent and Christophe Clément of Montreal will join LaSalle's Jaden Weeks, who is entering his 2nd year of the NTC. Now, over the years, 45 athletes have passed through the NTC. 10 have played or are currently playing on the professional tour, and 30 have played or are still playing in the NCAA. So a lot of talent coming out of that.
Yeah, very, very impressive. And finally, Mark, we have something on the Paralympic side.
Yeah, and there is a week left for sports organizations and clubs to apply to the Canadian Paralympic Committee's Paralympic Sport Development Fund to obtain a grant. The fund targets Paralympic sport development initiatives which help to develop athletes from the playground to the podium by supporting a sustainable sports system. Grants will be awarded in amounts between $5,000 and $15,000. They can go towards development programming, including recruitment initiatives, coaching, equipment, and competitions. And funds can also be used to support the creation of a new program or the expansion of an existing initiative. People can go to paralympic.ca/funding-opportunities for the application, instructions on how to apply, and more information. And the deadline to submit applications is February 21st, so next Friday, that's it. It'll be cut off. But, you know, money is hard to come by at all levels, and especially at this. It's a great program to check out if there's special athletes out there in need of money. And
where will you be today?
Well, I'm going to go over and check out the diving because it's nice and warm in the pool. And, of course, the Point Claire Arena Bob Burney Arena is right beside there, so I can multitask.
All right, so if you see a guy with gray hair, glasses, and a Speedo, that's Mark Lidbetter by the pool today. Thank you, Mark.
My pleasure. Have a great week, guys.
All right, that is the Amateur Sports Report.